Manipulating others is a way to get what you want, whether it is tricking your boss into giving you a raise or getting your partner to whisk you away on a romantic vacation. Many believe this way to be immoral and wrong. Whatever your reason for manipulating someone, play your cards right and hone your manipulation skills. Yes, today we are talking about manipulation. Try out a variety of manipulation techniques and learn how to manipulate people in a variety of situations. If you want to learn how to manipulate others faster than you can shed a fake tear, then follow these steps. I will give you some 2 tricks and 12 tips, or you may say, steps. But before that, make sure that you force yourself to watch this video till end because you will understand in the end, honing your manipulation skills. Step 1. Take an acting class. A big part of manipulation is learning how to master your emotions and make other people receptive to your contrived feelings. If you want to know how to appear more distressed than you really are, or to use a variety of other emotional techniques to get your way, then taking an acting class is a perfect way to improve your powers of persuasion. Don't tell other people that you're taking an acting class if you're only doing it to learn how to manipulate people. Otherwise, they may grow suspicious of your tactics instead of believing you. Step 2. Take a debate. Take a debate or public speaking class. While acting classes can help you master your emotions and convince others to let you have what you want, taking a debate or public speaking class will help you learn how to convince people. Not only will you learn to organize and present your thoughts in a more constructive way, but you'll also learn techniques for making your needs sound very convincing. Step 3. Establish similarities. You can do this by a method called pacing, where you can mirror their body language, your intonation pattern, and so on. The calm and persuasive method is great for convincing your boss or co-workers to do something. Being emotional may not work in a professional setting. Step 4. Be charismatic. Charismatic people have a natural tendency to get what they want. If you want to manipulate people, then you need to work your charisma. You should be able to smile and light up a room, have approachable body language to make people want to talk to you. You should also be able to hold up a conversation with absolutely anyone, from your 9-year-old cousin to your history teacher. Here are some other ways to be charismatic. Make people feel special. Make eye contact when you talk to them and ask them about their feelings and interests. Show them that you really care about getting to know them, even if you don't. Exude confidence. Charismatic people love who they are and what they do. And if you have faith in yourself, then people will be much more likely to take you seriously and to give in to your needs. Be confident. When you say something, whether it's true or just another creation, do it with confidence. Try to be glib while speaking out with your subject. Step 5. Learn from the masters. If you have a friend, family member, or even an enemy who is a master manipulator, you should study this person and even take notes. See how they always manage to get what they want. This will give you new insight into how to manipulate people, even if you end up getting tricked in the process. If you're really committed to learning how to manipulate people, then you may even find yourself equipped with the skills to manipulate one of the people you've been studying. Step 6. Learn to read people. Every person has a different emotional and psychological makeup and is, therefore, manipulated for different reasons. Before you start plotting your latest manipulation scheme, take the time to study the person you want to manipulate. Understand what makes them tick and see the best approach for getting this person to bend to your needs. Here are some different things you may find when you read people. Many people are susceptible to emotional responses. These people are emotional themselves, cry at movies, love puppies, and have strong powers of sympathy and empathy. To get them to do what you want, you'll have to play to their emotions until they feel sorry for you and give you what you want. Other people have a strong guilt reflex. Some people were raised in a restrictive household where they were punished for doing every little thing wrong and now go through life feeling guilty about everything they do. With these people, the answer is obvious. Make them feel guilty for not giving you what you want until they give in. Some people are more receptive to the rational approach. If your friend is very logically minded, reads the news often, and always needs facts and evidence before he makes a decision, then you'll have to use your calm, persuasive powers to get what you want instead of using your feelings to manipulate him. Trick number 2. Using a variety of manipulation techniques. Step 1. Follow an unreasonable request by a more reasonable one. This is time-tested tactic for getting what you really want. It's simple. If you want to manipulate someone, you should first make an unreasonable request, wait for the person to reject you, and then follow it up by a more reasonable request. It will sound much more appealing to your victim in comparison to the first request as used by a salesperson. For example, if you want your employee to come in early the next day, just say, "Would you mind leading the new project? You'll just have to come in to work 2 hours early for the next few months." When your employee shakes their head, just say, "Oh, all right. But would you mind coming in early tomorrow to help me wrap up this report?" They'll be much more receptive after the first request. Step 2. Make an unusual request before your real request. Another way to ask someone to do something for you is to make an unusual request that throws the person off guard so much that they can't think to say no. If you ask for the usual request right away, money, a ride, help with homework, people will be more likely to say no because their minds have been conditioned to avoid these tasks. For example, if you want to ask someone on the street to sign a petition, you can first ask that person to help you tie your shoe because you sprained your back and can't bend down. This will establish a relationship with the person and will make them less likely to turn you down when you ask them to sign the petition. Step 3. Inspire fear, then relief. If you want to get what you want, you can first make a person fear the worst, be relieved, and then be happy enough to grant you whatever you want. This is a mean little trick, but it'll get you results. For example, you could tell your friend, "You know, when I was driving your car, I heard the most terrible noise and was sure that your engine died. But then I realized it was just coming from the radio. Isn't that funny?" Pause and wait for your friend to recover before you say, "Which reminds me, do you mind if I borrow your car again over the weekend?" Step 4. Make the person feel guilty. Guilt is another excellent tactic to getting what you want if you're manipulating the right person. First, pick someone who is prone to feeling guilty already. Then make that person feel like they are being a bad parent, friend, or partner for not giving you what you want, no matter how ridiculous it is. If you want your parents to feel guilty, just make them feel that your life or childhood is suffering because they're not letting you have enough experiences. If you want your friend to feel guilty, remind them of all the great things you've done for them, or casually mention all the times they've let you down. If you want your boyfriend to feel guilty, just say, "It's okay, I expected this," thus making them feel like they always let you down. Step 5. Use bribery. Bribery is another great way of getting what you want. You don't have to blackmail someone to use this trick to achieve your goals. You can even bribe someone with a reward that isn't so appealing or with something that you would do anyway. For example, you can ask your friend for help studying for the math test and offer them a ride to class in exchange, even if you've given them a ride before and it's no big deal. Figure out what the person wants and try to give it to them. If your friend has a crush on the new guy in school, promise that you'll try to get their number if they do what you want. Don't make it obvious that you're bribing. Just make it seem like you really want to do something nice for that person in return. So yes, don't not forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe, because if you miss subscribe, you're going miss, you mind.